Hey everybody, it's Old School Nerd. We are back in today. It's still Saturday. We're still knocking through all of your requests, and this one's going to be a banger. I'm just so excited for this one. Okay, you guys remember the Hugh Band? We did their original one. We loved it. It was so freaking good. Now we're going to do one that they did that's a cover of Metallica's Sad But True. Now, before we start this out, I want everyone to understand this is Mongolian folk music, and they're playing metal songs. Now, you're going to probably see a drum that is a large ring, handheld, with an animal skin laced over it, played with a mallet. That folk type drum, you can find it in South America. You can find it in North American in native tribes. You can see it in African tribes. Nordic, Scandinavian tribes. That's a classic instrument, as well as either a one or a two-piece viol. Anytime that you play a stringed instrument where there's a bass string line played with a rosin bow of horsehair or some type of material that's rubbed along for a resonance, almost every culture has one. So this is the Who Band from Mongolia embracing those cultural, original types of musicianship instruments, where it's culturally ancient and it spans the world. So no matter where you come from, if you go back in your history, you'll probably find somewhere in your lineage or historical record of your ancestry, somewhere, if you go back far enough, you will find an instrument similar in almost every culture around the world. That is a simple drum of animal hide stretched over a ring, handheld with a mallet. You'll also find a stringed instrument that a piece of wood, metal, or a framed bow of some type, where you have either horsehair or some sort of sinew or leather is strung along it, and when they rub it, it causes a resonance which gives the sound. If you go back far enough. The Who Band's right now, and they're doing it. And they're doing it better than anybody. Like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for coming in. My name is Old School Nerd. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video. Check us out on oldschoolnerd.com. It's got all of our social media posts. The Patreon link for those who want to help support the channel. We appreciate every single one of you. And the merchandise store. This is the Who Band. Of course, the link to this video will be in the description below. Please check them out. They're taking original folk tribal instruments of Mongolia and bringing it right now, today, to all of you, playing these amazing songs that are metal songs, but in their style. My name is Old School Nerd. Let's do this together. The Who. The Hugh? The Who? Whatever you want, just whatever. Sad but true. Okay, there you go. So this is kind of a melding of the two. Would I have liked to hear just acoustic, native folk drumming? Yes. Is it cool that they have a hi-hat and a drum set playing that drive? Yeah, totally cool. Can you hear a little bit of an electric guitar in the background along with their stringed instruments? Yes. You can hear it. It's there. Do they still allow their instruments to lead the way as their culture leads the way in this song? Yes. Is it the best of both worlds? Let's find out. Now, there's a very good possibility that there is not a guitar like you guys would think of. There's not a James Hetfield 6-string electric guitar plugged into an amp for the sound. It could be that there's a combination of the acoustic viols that they're playing, as well as the one that's red that the guy was showing, could be plugged into an amplifier to give that sound. But it is going through a pickup, whether that be a mic that's then gone through a pickup, or there's a pickup and it plugs in an electric version of it. But there's definitely a resonance that is altered through a delay pedal and possibly a crunch pedal to give the sound that you're hearing. At the same time, you can hear the uniqueness sound of the viols that they're playing. Now, it doesn't matter what the Mongolian name of a viol is. Do not go into the comments and go, that's not what that instrument's called. It's a viol. Any instrument around the world, I don't care if it's from Japan, China, Mongolia, Australia, India, the Western Asia, Africa, Europe, the Scandinavian areas, the New World, South America, North American, indigenous tribes. I don't care what you call it by that culture. The musical term for an original, like classic, ancestral, simple, it's called a viol. Whether it be a violin or a cello or a bass or whatever you want to call it later on as it develops, or whatever that culture calls it as it develops, the viol is what's referred to as any instrument that has a resonance chamber, and the chord is the resonance of the sound chord is done by rubbing a bow or other object to cause a vibration resonance. That's the viol. Okay? So when I say it's a viol, I'm not saying that that's the Mongolian word for it. I'm just saying, rather than me try to remember the names of all these culturally original folk instruments, they're all a viol. They're just called different things in different cultures because they're unique in each one. But the standard musical term for it, when you're dealing with a primitive form, an original culturally primitive form, it's the viol of that culture. These are the viols of the Mongolian people. Does that make sense? There's one in Japan that's played with a fan pick. That's in the Wagaki band plays it. Okay? There's one that the Scandinavian people play, similarly to the way the Hugh band's playing theirs. Those are the viols of those cultures. So I'm not saying that when I say a viol that that's the name of the instrument. I'm saying it's the culturally original resonant instrument of that resonant string instrument of that culture. Okay. But anyway, in the sound, you could hear the drum set being played. Would I have enjoyed multiple hand drums playing this song? Yes. Would I have enjoyed it more? Probably. But remember, I'm a folk nerd. Folk music is my love, and I'm a hand percussionist. Like, literally, over there. I have 2 cajones, 3 djembes. I mean, it's my hand percussion is my thing. So does this detract me that they're using a drum kit? A little bit. But I love the cultural string instruments, the original cultural sound of the vocal stylings, the resonant vocal stylings, the chanting, and the way they're doing that didgeridoo in their throat, which I totally think is awesome. So yeah, there's some parts where they're modernizing their sound to do this cover. Respect it. Would I rather them stay acoustic? Yes. That's a personal thought, but I'm just one reaction channel, just one guy reacting. Tell me what you think. I'm really excited about the gold on the ground. So you can see them meld the bass guitar, the electric guitar, intermixed with their traditional instruments. It's kind of you can see that now how they're showing you that they're doing a little bit of both to fill their sound, to marry the new with the old. Totally get it. Totally cool. But that's what they're doing. This is cool. Is it a video where the imagery is greed? Like you have the young person, the younger adult, middle-aged adult, then you have the old man dies, and they're all in the same spot. It's just holding on to the gold, but they're in a desert. Like, yes, you can have all the gold you want in the world, but you're going to die there. But they can't see beyond the greed? Do not know, but we know the song's sad but true, so it's very possible. But the imagery is haunting. Almost as haunting as those resonant instruments. They're just so, the sound of that, it just, there's something about it just hauntingly beautiful. I totally love Mongolian, this music. By the way, yes, I have gone and looked up Mongolian cultural folk music and listened to some more of this stuff. That's not the Who band, it's just other bands like them, but they just acoustic. Oh, it's so damn good. Please check them out. It's really good stuff. That's cool. The imagery. Oh, the imagery is so damn good. Wow. That is so creepy. Okay, hold on. Like millions of people around the world, Metallica has a huge influence and inspiration for us as music fans and musicians. We admire their 40 years of relentless touring and the timeless, unique music they have created. It is a great honor to show them our respect and gratitude by recording a version of Sad But True in our language in the style of The Who. Absolutely. 100%. Now, for all of you out there, I just want to share a thought with all of you because this is going to be fun. Okay, ready? This is for all of you that lasted all the way to this last portion of the video. Because you watched the entire video, this little bit is for you. If you remember earlier in the video, I immediately said before they revealed the drum set, bass guitar, and the electric guitar, I heard it in my ear in the arrangement. I can promise you that at some point in this video, one of the people in the comments will get to the part where I say, you can hear the electric guitar, you can hear the drums, and they're going to immediately stop watching. They're not going to watch after that. They're going to go directly to the comments and go, you're wrong. It's only their instruments. I mean, it's only them. You think you hear things, but they're not really, and they're just going to go off on this tangent without watching any more of the video. I promise you someone will. And when they do, they're going to get pinned, so all of you can just rip the shit out of them. Because y'all do that. Y'all are, I don't have to defend myself. A lot of you guys will go in there and be like, if you had watched the rest of the video, he was either right or he admitted he was wrong, made the mistake and corrected himself, or he admits that he doesn't really know. This is the first time he's seen it. Maybe you should calm down and watch the rest of it. You guys do that for me. It's hilarious to watch. You guys are so amazing when you defend me. It's so cute. It's But think about it. How many times does this happen where I see something or hear something in the music, in a video, and I mention it in the video, and people immediately will stop and comment that I'm wrong without watching the rest of the video? How many times does that happen? 2, 3 times a week? You know it's going to happen, right? You know it's coming. It's so exciting. Hey, y'all be looking for it because y'all made it to the end of the video. Y'all deserve the fun with me. This is what it's like to be a reactor. Not only do I not get paid for these videos because they're always copyrighted, but oh, it's so much fun. You guys really don't have, my 2 favorite things are doing the requests you guys ask, and when you guys give me the feedback, oh, thank you for doing the request. That's totally cool. I love the way you do it, and I have this and then the other. My second favorite thing is the people that don't watch the whole video, and they hear one thing they disagree with, and then they just vomit in the comment and not realize that if they had just watched the rest of the video. I'm giving you guys a door. Come on in. Welcome to my world. No, we've got cookies. We've got cookies and punch. Grape Kool-Aid, though. If you're not into grape Kool-Aid, bring your own drinks. But the cookies, we've got chocolate chip, white chocolate macadamia nut, and of course, oatmeal raisin. Because my mom said we had to have oatmeal raisin because oatmeal, and she thinks, it's better for us.